Hey guys, my name's James.
And I'm Corwin.
And welcome to This Movie's Gay, the podcast about podcasting. That's right, we're reformatting. Yes,
No,
it's
we're
true.
not.
April Fools. we're banking this episode. Sorry, guest.
We're not banking this
episode's not coming out for another 8 months. Oh, and
Jesus.
what can we predict? The debates are going on and it's almost time to vote, guys. Better register. It's almost November.
I should have just lied and said that you started last time so that didn't happen.
Wild.
I think I asked Nicole if it would be cool if I lactated, you know?
What?
I don't know.
What are you saying right now?
I don't know. Hey,
All right.
One time a
anyway.
kid in my dramatic lit class in high school lactated, and everyone was like, whoa.
when you say this kid, you are being gender neutral in that.
Okay, yeah, he was male identifying. Like, he was like on the football team, and he just started lactating. in
Nice.
Wild stuff.
I once saw a video when I was a teenager of just a lady lactating into a bowl of like probably Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Then she started eating it. It had to have been a fetish thing. It's weird that this
I just
was
think
recorded.
it's resourceful.
God.
Isn't it crazy that it like everyone should be lactose intolerant, but we've just like genetically modified ourselves to drink milk? It's disgusting. I'm many people on my Facebook feed. Unfortunately, Corwin, April Fools. Guess
It's
what?
not even April, James.
I April Fooled the April Fools. It's July. It's sunny outside, and you're getting kissed, guys. What's up?
What are we getting kissed by? What's happening?
The sun kissed the soda pop Dr. Pepper 7-Up. That's the brand that owns Sun.
Is this what happened for 15 whole minutes when I
Have
was
you
gone
still
the
not
other
listened
day?
to that?
No,
It's quality
I'm nervous.
content.
I'm very nervous to listen to
I'm
it.
hella nervous. That's Gravy
Okay,
Train. 4
so-
exclamations.
Speaking of that, we have a guest today.
You've heard him talk about lactating football players.
It's my
That's what I do.
friend from Macbeth, and I will allow him to introduce himself as awkwardly as he pleases.
What's up? I'm Brandon. I'm a Leo.
Yes,
I'm like fun, flirty, and 30. Just
You're
kidding.
not 30.
I'm only 22.
Okay, wait. Oh, I was thinking you were maybe like 26.
Wow, I look old.
No,
the
no.
years have been rude
Hold
to
on.
me.
Hold
Okay,
on,
cool.
hold on.
Thanks, James.
Nope.
Thanks.
I would like to defend myself. When I was a teenager, no, because this is a compliment. It's a compliment. When I was a teenager, 15, 16, 17, I hung out with someone who I identified as an adult. For some reason, I know the reason, we were making music together, but they were 26. So I have always, since a teenager, identified 26 as the pinnacle of responsibility. So you look like you're put together and responsible.
Okay, love that.
So if
Love
I
that.
call anyone, hey, you look 26, which, I'm almost 28 now. I should be upping that age. But for
When's
now,
your birthday,
26.
James?
Yeah, do you feel like a 26-year-old? Like, do
I
you
don't
feel like you're
know.
that pinnacle?
No, I'm a child at heart.
When's your birthday?
And my heart is that of a child. I'm not doing well, guys. September 30th, 1991.
Oh, you are older than me.
Yeah,
Wait,
guys.
how old are you,
Nice.
Corwin?
I'm 27.
Oh, wow.
We're both
Yeah.
27, but
But my birthday was in May, so I'm a new 27, whereas
Yeah.
James is an old 27.
See, my birthday's in August, and then I turn 23, and then no one's going to like me, so I'm working on that.
Because you're 23? I don't know
that's
how that song
Blink
goes.
182, I think.
Come on. Thank you, guys. Thank
Or what
you. You're
about
cultured.
22?
Something like that.
Well, I was thinking, what's the Taylor Swift song?
I just sang
doesn't
it.
she have
You just
one?
did it,
Okay.
yeah.
Don't you know about you? Because I'm 22. I also don't know lyrics, guys.
How do you sing the Blink 182 song?
Nobody likes you when you're 23.
Yes, I do know that song.
It's
Okay.
iconic.
James can tell you don't know music. I don't know music.
Wow, so you're not cool. Awesome.
I'm the coolest. I listen to just a
Taylor Swift. It's
No.
just 22 on repeat.
That'd be a nice life, guys.
I actually just turn on Spotify playlists and I'm just like, go.
I gotta get on
Entertain me.
Spotify, guys.
How are
But
you
in order to
not?
do that, I can't have uncleared samples.
Clear your samples out.
I can't.
What the fuck
That's
does that even mean?
expensive.
I don't know what it means.
What does that mean? What?
Okay, so I'm not going to do the entire history. When hip hop started, you could just sample something, meaning you take another song, you loop it, and that is your backing.
Yeah. Like Anaconda, right? That's
So-
what Nicki Minaj did.
Yes.
She just sampled.
She sampled Anaconda.
Right,
And she
from
sampled I Like
Baby
Big
Got Back.
Butts.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
back in the day, like Paul's Boutique is really the one that started it. Paul's Boutique came out and every single song had minimum 8 samples comprising the beat. People in the music industry were like, how come we're not getting paid for them using our music? So then, lawyers came together, judges, and said, hey, if you sample something, they have to be credited as a songwriter, and they get royalties for that as well, which is also why some people will be like, oh, I thought Eminem wrote all his songs. Well, there's a bunch of songwriters on here. Well, if he's using a sample, those songwriters have to be credited as songwriters of the song.
Oh, interesting.
So in order to do that, you have to clear your samples, which is the industry term of saying, hey, when this gets sold, you get this cut of the royalties.
Oh.
You're clearing your samples, and all of my music has samples that I cannot afford in a million years to sample. I mean, clear.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for tuning in to Learning with James.
Oh, I thought you were going to say thanks for clearing that up.
Oh,
I like that better.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't have said that because that was lame, James.
Whoa. Who's calling me?
Oh my God. I know you're getting a call and I'm very upset. I'm so
Hello?
mad, Brandon. He's taking the phone call
Hey,
on
who
the
In the
is this?
middle of the
podcast.
podcast.
Oh, hey, is this super important?
Oh my God.
Oh,
this a good
wait,
time
no,
to
I'm not
cough?
ordained. Oh, no, I'm recording a podcast right now. That's what I meant. Like, is this an emergency? Okay. The 22nd of August.
Ordained.
Oh my
Someone
God.
is asking
Officiating
James to
Wait,
be
hold on. Let me put.
ordained.
Are you cool if I put you on
Crazy.
speaker?
Oh my God. What is happening?
Is this the speaker button? Nope, that's the back button. Oh, I thought I hung up on you. Okay, so, hey guys, this is my sister talking.
Hello, Sister
everyone.
James.
You're on This Movie's Gay with Corwin and Brandon.
Yes.
So
that.
yeah, I'm not ordained. I could, but are you asking me to marry you?
Yes, we're going to get married August 22nd.
I hope this isn't a secret because this comes out
On
August
Monday.
22nd. That's so
No,
soon.
no, it's not a secret.
Okay.
Yay.
I can try. I was going to say, like, I don't know if I can
Do
make
it.
it, but that would be a really shitty thing for me to say.
I think
will
it takes
be
like
there.
a week or something.
No,
You should do it because, hey, if we don't do it in Dad's backyard, it might be at Nana's backyard or maybe our aunt and uncle's backyard on Casey's side of the family.
No, we're not doing Casey's side of the family. Also, I don't know how well I'm picking up into the mic because my... can you guys hear me in headphones?
You're
you're good.
It's sort of picking up, yeah.
Oh, baby, that's what
Can you
post...
can you hear me?
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
yeah, they can
clearly.
hear your...
Okay, cool.
Yes. But yeah, we'll figure this out later, Louise.
Okay.
All right.
I love you guys. Have a good night.
Hey,
Night.
hey,
Good night.
hey.
What?
Say hey to Brogan for me.
I will.
Okay. All right, love you.
Okay.
All right,
Love
bye.
you, bye.
Who's Brogan?
Brogan's my not 1-year-old nephew.
Aw.
Love
Love that journey
that. For you.
for you. For
Is that
Brogan.
getting cut? Absolutely not. Also, I thought I saved her new phone into my phone number into my what? It's 2312. I'm kidding. Not gonna tell you guys.
We just heard, we're like,
Figure it out, everybody.
can you get ordained? What? What is happening? James, what are you doing? So I'm glad that it got cleared up on the air.
Is your sister just like deciding? She's like, yeah, let's get married in a month.
Yeah, I think so.
Wild.
They've been together
Amazing.
though for like 7 years, so it's not an off the cuff. Corwin, I want you to listen to that 15 minutes of me just going off.
crazy?
And that's the person my sister is asking to marry her.
It's wild.
Just he has siblings. Do that.
Oh
Why
my
me?
God. Well, you better do it good.
I think it's easy. You just like literally fill out a thing online, and then
yeah.
you become ordained.
Yeah, it doesn't, and then
you get like a number and a.
it doesn't even take that long. So yeah,
Yeah.
you can definitely do it by August.
I was going to do that for a friend of mine, but they ended up breaking up. So I was excited
Love
too. I was
that.
like,
Well,
ooh.
don't talk about the breakup when you're marrying them. Or
Yeah, that should be your
whatever. So,
opening line. Like,
don't-
hey guys, we're all gathered here today. I was gonna do this a month ago.
You should
and they broke up.
actually just word for word do Freckle from Caleb Gallo.
Oh, weed, guys. You want to know what I should do? I should just get shit-faced for the first time ever, then
my
just
God.
freestyle it.
So you're gonna do Freckle from Caleb Gallo. Please turn on.
They did that
too. Please turn on just whatever that song was and lip sync it in front of everyone in the middle of the ceremony.
Well, no, that's a pre-planned thing. I'm saying freestyle, just off the top of my head. Exactly like that 15 minutes of.
Oh God!
Listen to it, man. Support me, guys.
I am afraid. Anyway, so we introduced our guest Brandon, who
welcome back to
is
my channel.
Wonderful. He
you
is
got a
in,
Twitch channel? You Twitch streaming?
No, I
He
wish.
wishes.
I should be.
He's just repeating things he's heard, and
Yeah.
it's beautiful.
I'm just lying for attention. Anyway,
Lying for attention, like we all do on the stage.
love that for us.
in Macbeth.
Oh yeah, let's plug our show. Have you already
We're
plugged
plugging
it?
our show.
He's been plugging it for 3 months.
Okay, cool.
so
I
it's-
figured.
yes. And that's not me being like shady or anything. I'm telling you, he has been.
that, and James has also been like plugging it in a way.
Cute.
So
Supportive friends, we love that.
I was going to plug it on a very popular podcast, but I wasn't sure because of the reason I would be plugging it. I wasn't sure if that specific person.
you should.
Oh, darn it.
It's the person that emailed you today.
Yes.
Did you call or respond via
No,
email?
but I've been busy
Oh my
all
God.
day.
Do it. This
Are we
is
talking
very
about
important. We are
BF?
talking about BF.
Love
We're talking about the Macbeth himself, Jason Narvi.
Jason Narvi.
That first
Jason
email he sent,
Narvi.
I'm very glad he sent them. I think he must have had them both written up at the same time
did.
and just enter, because if I would have gotten that first one, I would have said, luckily you were CC'd on it, so it seemed like it was just sent to you. It scared me.
Jason sent a joke email to James, just writing
to Corwin.
It was to me,
James
but
is who
to
you were
James.
talking about when you were like,
Yes.
I'm gonna bring my friend and he's gonna nerd out. Well, because it's funny because that was me. Because
No.
oh,
Not that friend. That's another friend. I'll
Oh.
talk to you later off the podcast about
Oh.
that. No, James is the co-host, but I don't know if you heard
Obviously.
Narvi and I talking backstage about emailing and stuff back and forth.
No.
He was like, "Oh, I want to write a really like funny email, but I should just like scare him." And I was like, "Yes, please scare
I'm a
James."
sensitive boy.
And
Why
that's
would you
I
do
loved
that?
it. Because you spent 15 minutes going on a tangent, and I don't know.
You
I'm
haven't
scared,
even
but
listened to
I
it.
haven't listened to it, but
Oh my
I thought
God.
it would be funny, and it was. Also, I just am going to treasure that email forever because it was directed to me, and it was wonderful.
what's it about?
It was just like, how dare you? How dare you send my email to someone, and like a bunch of things. I'm not gonna talk about it specifically.
Corwin didn't even send me his email address. Someone
Nope.
else did.
He said he was gonna break my kneecaps if I show up to the show, and I'm like, yes, please come at me, Macbeth.
Well, Jason says he has like weird people who like weird crazy Power Rangers fans who will like who know that he teaches at Concordia and they'll like find his number, like his office number, and they'll like leave him weird voicemails and
See,
stuff.
and
like,
that's why I didn't want
insane.
to. I wasn't sure.
You didn't want to talk about it on that podcast.
Yes, on Ranger Command Power Hour, which is a Power Rangers podcast. I wasn't sure if
that you were in charge of.
No, he
no.
was a guest.
Oh.
Yes,
love
I
that.
guest on a popular Power Rangers podcast sometimes.
Well, if you plug this, then people would like come over to this, and then they'll see that
Yes.
I'm in a show with
Oh, yes.
Jason Narvi. So acting on that stage with that guy.
I did
Ooh, a
weirdly
thespian.
anticipate to see more. I guess we've only been open for one weekend, but I did expect to see more like weird
Crazy?
Power Rangers fans just like come to this
No.
show because he's playing Macbeth.
No,
I don't know.
ISA wasn't like that either. In
Oh.
the Soundless Awe, that was the first show that he did with Saltbox, and I was the house manager for that too. So
okay.
it didn't happen for that. So I'm not worried.
You know,
but,
he's not a Power Ranger, but,
But I also have a giant ass spear, so I'm like, get out my house. Get out.
whoa, it's your house. Whose house? Run's house.
I'm running the house. House manager.
He doesn't know music.
Corwin.
He doesn't get that reference.
I don't get that reference at all.
It's a Run
just
DMC
listens
song.
to
But-
22.
I should share some of my listening habits with you, Brandon. I feel like you would enjoy.
You just rattle them off now.
Let me look it up.
My listening habits, I've been listening to the same 5 rappers for almost 3 years. It's the only things in my iPod. It's Sean Price, Dopey Ziegler, Joey Z, King Gordy, and Proof from D12.
I've been listening to a lot of Janelle Monáe, but that's just always because, hello, Queen,
naturally.
Beautiful. And I listened to this Spotify playlist called Out Now that has some really cool LGBT stuff on it. So from that, I've been listening to, let's see, Jesus, Come Up.
You've been listening to Jesus Come Up?
Is on there, and then Lil Nas X is on here. That's how I've been listening. Lil Nas X is on here. So I've been listening to him. I don't know how to say
other
things.
remix and like Mason Ramsey's on it and Young Thug. Man, Mason Ramsey can sing.
Merlot, Muna, Halsey's on here. Tuvlo, I love Tuvlo. Lizzo, she's amazing.
Oh, she
Troye
can
Sivan,
rap.
Love him.
I know none of these people.
There's Frank Ocean. You know Frank Ocean.
I mean, I know of him. I've never heard any of his songs.
King Princess.
We love King Princess.
King Princess is amazing.
She's got
so
some bobs,
good.
yeah.
Emanike, he's great. He's a rapper. You should listen to him. He's amazing.
Do they do party
Tyler,
records?
the Creator. I don't know what that means.
Meaning
James.
like something you'd put on a party, like it's upbeat and like energetic.
Like the new K-Flay album. Can we talk about that?
Jake Wesley Rogers. Have you listened to Jake Wesley Rogers?
No.
He's got a song called Little Queen that I've been obsessed with. Shay Diamond. She's amazing.
I saw K-Flay in a 100-person venue like
years ago.
6 years ago, before any major album. I don't even think Dog's Years came out. I think the K-Flay EP that had like Eyes Shut came out, and that was it.
Yeah.
But I've known about K-Flay for a long ass time because of MC Lars, who she did an album with. And like from Suburban Rap Queen, her first one, that's like how long I've been aware of her.
She was a big artist in my, like most of my college career. Me and my friends would listen to K-Flay all the time.
Yeah.
But her new album is just like a bunch of like party bops, I think. It's like the summer vibe. Like, I'm here for it.
Hell yeah.
Years and Years, Jesse St. John. Do you remember that kid that played piano and sang Lady Gaga? I think it was Paparazzi in the gym and with like a bunch of people. It was a huge like
viral hit.
Do you remember that kid? And he was on Ellen. It was a long ass time ago.
So many kids have been on Ellen.
I was about to say that too.
But he had like a like soulful-ish voice. It was just this little child. His name is Grayson Chance, and he has an album on here that
I thought you were trying to figure, like asking us who the person's name was.
I was asking if you if you remember that kid, because I was like, oh, that kid. And then I heard this song on this playlist, and I was like, wait a minute, this person sounds familiar. And then I looked at it, and I was like, oh shit, it's that child. He's grown up, and he has albums out.
Frank, quit it. Stop smelling shoes. Quit putting your face in them. Get out of there.
Kevin McHale, the guy from Glee, the one that was the
Corbin, we get
Glee.
it now. You listen to music.
Oh God.
Do you enjoy music?
Ben
Corbin?
Platt.
I know. I'm saying.
I just don't know music at all.
Let's wrap it up.
I'm actually
baby.
having to look at this. Oh, Russell Elliott, this guy that my best friend in New York bought tickets to see him when I got in New York. So I went and saw him. It was great.
Cool.
Beautiful.
Cool story, bro.
Purda, an unsigned band in LA. I've been listening to them.
He's stopping right now because the next one is the Insane Clown Posse. Corwin
I'm
loves
done with
them.
that, but we should
talk about the movie.
Yeah, it's been 20 minutes, but part of that was a phone call. I know I've said a lot in the past 10 minutes. I apologize, James. You can keep them in.
Yes.
So the movie this week that we watched with the wonderful Brandon.
Frank's getting pissed right now.
Frank's getting so mad and yelling. We watched Such Good People, 2015 movie with Michael Urie in it, and that guy. I think his character's name was Justin on Queer as Folk. I don't remember.
I just want to say something real quick. This room has such good people in it.
Oh my God.
Who can keep? I was going to say who can keep it going longer.
I can keep it going a long time, but
That's called
as
breath
we
control.
do with guests on the podcast, and Brandon may or may not know this if he listened to any guest episodes. Oh, we usually get the guests to do a quick synopsis of the movie.
Oof. Okay.
Oof is right.
Let's see.
You have some notes, but you can't.
Oh,
I mean, probably.
nope.
I mean, you can use them if you
they're
want,
not
but
really.
they won't help you with the
Like
plot.
one of my
probably.
notes literally just says Lance Bass, porpoise trainer. So
That's not even correct. He's just a.
he looked like a porpoise trainer. He had a polo on.
All porpoise trainers have polos.
Polos.
We know this.
Right.
This is known.
Okay, so let's see. You got your two suburban white married gays. They're married, right? They're like they keep saying
Yes.
husband. Yeah.
Yes.
So you got your stereotypical, and then they are looking to buy a house, and they go to some house party.
Silver Lake.
How did they know those two people though?
They did.
That was my
They
thing.
saw one of
just
their
crashed it?
sister.
That's their dream house, and they
Right.
saw the sister and
Oh, okay.
brother-in-law going in.
Got it. So the one gay character, sister and brother-in-law go into the party.
Oh, wait,
and they're like-
half-sister.
Half-sister, right. They make that very apparent. They see them going to the party, so they're like, oh my God, we'll tag along with them. It's this gorgeous, perfect house, and it's like these white people talking about Buddhism and like, I don't know. And so what happens next in the movie?
House
Help me out here,
sitting.
guys. Yeah, so the people go to
Bhutan.
Bhutan, and the gays house sit because the Bhutan goers thought that they had the perfect personality types to watch their house and their dogs.
And they were very handsome men.
They're very handsome, so they
It
have
seemed like they wanted to swing, right?
That's what it seemed
That's- yeah.
like.
like a little bit. They seem too young. Isn't swinging like 40 plus?
No, you can swing at any age,
Okay,
baby.
good to know. I need to start swinging, man.
Yeah, you can be a 22-year-old swinger.
22-year-old swinger. So they
Oh.
called me in high school.
Your money, baby. Remember?
Money.
Your money, Oh, yeah. I haven't even seen that movie.
God,
Someone
what are you
22.
talking about?
Swingers, the movie
I haven't
don't
seen
know.
that.
with Vince Vaughn.
Is that like My Big Fat Greek Wedding?
What?
Haven't seen that.
No, it was never mind, guys. Also, I don't think they were swingers. I think it was ballroom swing dancing and not
Tomato,
swinging.
tomato.
Yeah.
So anyway, so they're like house sitting. There's this cute little montage of them like taking a bubble bath and like cooking and like just like he's like standing behind him and
Big
helping him
mouth.
cut the carrots.
Yeah. I was copying
Nicole does that all the time too.
copying
Bubble
bubble bath.
So yeah, cute montage. Oh, and then they find a secret room and there's like close to $1 million, but not quite $1 million, which I thought was like hilarious that it was like 938.
This was a comedy, by the way.
Yeah, okay,
Just so
it's
you know.
funny. Yeah.
It was a screwball comedy.
I know I'm not. Yeah, a screwball. I wish I had a screwball. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's a drink, maybe.
Maybe.
James doesn't drink or smoke or
I'm straight edge, so I don't
Love
know
that.
if
Love
that is.
love that journey for you.
I've huffed Freon though. You better believe that.
Let's see.
Because
And then-
Freon's of the earth, you know.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
kidding.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
not.
Yeah. Yeah, I just take like air freshener and go in a closet and just see where the night takes me.
Oh God.
It almost put my brother in the earth. Freon did.
Oh my God. Okay, back to the movie synopsis. Back to the movie
So
synopsis.
they find money that's almost $1 million. What was the exact amount? It was like
938,000.
100,000.
938,000.
938,000.
I thought it was 978.
I don't know.
It
was
doesn't
an
matter.
amount.
932. Did it change? Do you know how funny that would be if it like
It just
changed throughout
changed.
the movie and
I
like
thought that
no one really catches it?
The
I thought the
ransom
ransom was
note.
for 938,000.
Oh, I thought the ransom note was for 7. It doesn't matter, guys. It's
I
a
don't know. I
9
didn't write it
point
down.
something.
I'm doing
thousand.
a great job. Okay.
You're doing the best job. Keep
thank
going.
you, thank you so much. So yes, they find almost $1 million, and they're like, "Whoa, what do we do with this?" So they have like a money party, like instead of like doing anything else for the rest of their night or like the house sitting, they just kind of throw money into the air and roll around in it. And
Which is gross.
Cut to the next scene. A lot of the cuts are also like Star Wars cuts, like those weird
Yeah.
iMovie edits. Like we love, we love indie film. And so they wake up the next day, and it's
Wait,
just
wait, hold on. Was Star Wars filmed with iMovie? Shit.
No.
It was edited on iMovie for sure.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean the chronologically 1, 2, and 3.
4, 5, and 6 also had those swipes.
Oh, you're right. Oh man.
I was making a joke,
What?
guys.
I was part of a broadcasting class in high school, and we had this really old editing software, this really old like box, and we had a mouse attached to it that had one of the wheels on top that you moved around. You didn't move the mouse, you moved the wheel on top. Beautiful. But it had all of those
Nice.
cuts. Did
it have a fade to black?
The fades and
Did it have
all
like the
that stuff.
checkerboard one?
Yes.
Love
yes,
that.
it had all those special fades.
Yep.
Beautiful.
I have a Star Wars tattoo. I should know. That's embarrassing.
Oh
All right.
my God, I'm embarrassed for you.
Yeah, I just like wanted to like. Anyway.
What if like Citizen Kane had that checkerboard fade in and fade out?
I don't even pay attention to movie scene transitions. I do.
when they're bad, they're just so like like. I'm just like, why did they not
That-
have a post-production team? Cool.
I mean, the most like drawing thing was them throwing the money in there and cutting to them being asleep on the money on the
yeah,
floor
they're
in
just
the
like
living room.
spooning on the money.
I was like, did you not?
spooning on the money.
you
Coming to
couldn't-
HBO.
That was a good
Yeah, right?
announcer
Thank you.
voice.
Thank you. Acting
Acting. So
for your degree,
all right.
$100,000 debt.
Oh God.
For that
Keep
horse.
going.
You're
Community
welcome.
college, baby, zero debt. They had an
Who's
acting
really
department.
winning here?
It sucks. Like when you were 18, you were
Right,
you were
you should
a
not
child.
be making that
Yes.
financial decision.
Yes.
Like, yeah, it's wild.
That would be like if someone said you're an 18-year-old buying a $100,000 house.
Right.
What are you doing?
But it's just like what you know, like you graduate high school and you go to college. Like it's just such a reality for us.
All right, let's
Wild.
finish out this synopsis, and then we'll go on
I
tangents.
still have so much time. Okay, a synopsis is shorter.
So, yeah,
I'm not, why am I doing
real
a
quick.
scene
I don't
by
know why
scene?
you're
I
doing a
don't
scene by
fucking
scene,
know.
but I'm enjoying it. So
Oh,
go.
Yeah, just like taking bits of memories of this film. Okay, spooning on the money. They wake up. The sister's like, "Yo," they find out that the Buddhists died and that the house is going to be up for sale. And come to find out, like spoilers. Can I?
oh
Yeah,
no, yes,
spoilers
yes.
away.
Spoilers? Okay, work. Okay. So basically, like the sister is out to get the sister and the
Brother-in-law.
brother-in-law are out to get the money too. So basically, the film kind of turns into this like back and forth of the gay couple and the sister and brother-in-law trying to get their hands on this $1 million.
Yes.
And
All
that
right.
is my synopsis.
Yeah.
Good.
Cool.
You
Yep.
did it.
Thank you.
Gold
What they
star.
should have done to just fully spite the sister, he was always saying, she's my half sister. He should have said, my full brother-in-law. That's just what it would have. That'd be
Yeah, but
catty.
I like hated him the most. I
He
think
was
like
awful.
He was the worst.
I hated his face. I
I
wanted
liked
him to
him.
shut up.
Yeah.
I've also seen him in other things.
He looks familiar, but I've also seen this movie before, so like
What?
Oh wait, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does this all the time where it seems like he
Bummer.
hasn't seen the movie.
All right.
I think Corwin
I'm really
might
good
not.
at acting.
Everyone stop. Stop listening. Everyone turn this off.
No, I'm really good at laughing on cue. Actually, Brian, I was house managing a show for him in Memphis, and whenever the audiences were small, he would have me go and sit in the audience so that I would laugh and get the rest of the audience
hilarious.
engaged. It's great.
If I
Acting
found out,
training.
if I found out Corwin was like a very advanced cyborg, I wouldn't be surprised. If I found out Corwin like hopefully murdered for justice, but ended up being a murderer, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know if that could be him like laughing, like, yes, I'm laughing about the murder I've done. You still peaked, bro.
Ursula,
I
is
did.
that you?
Oh, hello. That would be beautiful.
Yeah.
I'd be beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So yes, that is our movie. It has Michael Urie from Ugly Betty in it, which James was very excited about.
I like
had
Ugly Betty.
no idea that he loved it. He started talking about it for a straight 5 minutes.
How weird that Lance Bass is in this movie, though. Like
I have a friend
Wild.
that apparently dated him before he came out.
really.
Yeah, I love her. She's amazing.
What
I
was
hope she
dating
listens to
Lance
this.
Bass like? How long were they together?
I don't I know like nothing.
So you're just
like I
lying
remember when
for
I was
attention.
I was very drunk when she told the story, but it was when she was in Florida. She used to work at one of those, those home shopping network channels that you like. They're
Yeah.
like modeling the
They like
things or
hot
whatever.
glue the stuff down.
But they're also like, hello, here's this diamond necklace on me. I'm beautiful. So she did that. But I think it was around that time when she dated him for a second. But then he came out. So the relationship didn't last.
Obviously.
And that's the movie.
That's the movie. Lance Bass is in it. Yeah.
Yeah, guys, I don't have very many notes because I enjoyed the movie.
James never has notes about movies that he enjoys.
I mean, ones that are like very good, the bonkers ones, I still enjoy.
I feel like this one was bonkers.
But,
Yeah,
way.
it was very absurd, but like in a tasteful way.
but in
Yeah.
an intentional way.
I will point out that this movie has less diversity than I would like.
Yeah.
Very true.
But I'm a very tough critic. I need that.
So we were
So-
just talking, we touched on it a little bit. This movie made me think that it is bonkers that people want to buy a house.
Yes.
Because if a tree does fall through your living room, which I thought it was just a dead tree out front that was just like, oh, it looks bad. I didn't get the full understanding that it smashed into their house until later in the movie.
I think the problem was they had a dead tree in their yard and the city was like, yo, that tree's dead. You need to get rid of it.
No,
and
but
then
then
they
they
just didn't.
then they
and
said-
and then it fell on their house.
Okay. But it's like, just get rid of the tree.
yeah, that was a weird.
I don't understand what happened there.
Although I will say the lack of diversity was annoying, but I think they were maybe trying to like heighten the like white people problems, like stupid suburban white people
That could be it.
freaking out about things like this.
And we did have a video and then later an actual scene with the kid that plays Emery in Fresh Off the Boat, which James and I were like, that's Emery. And then we had to look it up just to be sure that we weren't just basic white people.
Yes, but it
we
clicked in
weren't.
my head that it's like we both think this, so it has to be right. We think.
And I looked it up and it was him.
I put down that all of these people are terrible in the movie, besides the people at the embassy and the porpoise people. So 4 people in this movie out of this entire cast are okay people. The rest are shitheels.
How is God, I don't remember his name. The gay couple. I know one of them, Michael Urie, you could be like, oh, well, he's kind of shitty, but
Because they were still always, I mean, in the end, it redeemed them. But is someone truly a good person if you have to keep telling them, like, no, don't take this money?
I mean, it seems very shady that there's 900 something $1,000 in a secret room in someone's house, and then they just died while you're house sitting.
Plus, at some point, wasn't it better that the gay couple found the money rather than the sister and brother-in-law getting it?
Yes.
Because the sister and brother-in-law were like definitely going to use it for bad purposes.
But they wouldn't have found it in that secret room. They didn't find it until there was vomit on it and they had the dogs sniff it out.
They could have found it eventually, especially if they bought the house, which it seems like they were trying to do anyway.
But they were
But they
going...
couldn't afford it.
Yeah,
But
so
yeah.
it wouldn't have happened.
I mean, regardless, like, I don't know. If I was house sitting, no, I am house sitting. I'm not. I would have donated most of the money to the orphans anyway. But
Because
$938,000. That's
it also
a lot of
brings
money.
up
That's a lot.
I could pay off my student loans and some.
Yeah, same.
what would you do if you bought a house and then maybe 3 years into living in the house, you found a secret room that had all that money in it?
I mean, at that point, it's yours.
It's mine.
Yeah, at that point, like,
I hate money anyway. So, like, if I can have enough money to live comfortably and then also give away whatever else I have, sure.
you're
I'm gonna
telling
do
me you
that.
wouldn't splurge, like, if you found that much, you wouldn't, like, get yourself a little Gucci wallet,
No, I don't
get
care
yourself
about
some
that
new
stuff.
AirPods.
I might get some AirPods just because, like, listening, but like clothing brands and all that stuff, like, I don't care about that. I would still have like a tiny apartment or a tiny condo or whatever and have my loans paid off. The rest of it I can give away. Let's give things at theaters.
This is my way of splurging. I would buy very nice running shoes because I know every single day I would be buying a carton of ice cream to eat. So then I'd be like, oh, I need to run every day as well to work off all this sweet cream.
I thought you were going to say running shoes because you would need to stay in shape because your guilt would be chasing you.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God. He'd be too anxious. He couldn't sit still. He'd go through shoes. I mean, the point is, finding $900-something thousand, that's a lot.
But if you start splurging that, the IRS is going to find out, I think.
That's why you just give it all to the orphans.
Ooh, orphans.
Listen, you have it all in cash. You never deposit that shit.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's like, the IRS is never going to find out. You keep that in your mattress. You make all your purchases in cash.
No, don't keep it in your mattress. Keep it in the secret room.
In the secret room.
Keep it in
No
the
one
secret
has
room.
found it.
The
No
IRS will never
found
find
it.
that room.
It's a secret. Don't give the house plans. Build yourself a secret room.
Okay, now I really think you are a murderer because that's what murderers do.
Build a secret room?
Yes.
I would have like a secret room with like a lounge in it. Like, give me a nice bar and like
Honestly, yeah. That's a moment.
just a really comfortable place. That way, if a murderer breaks into my house, I'm in my secret room.
Just like
They
drinking
don't
a
know
cocktail.
where I am. I'm drinking a cocktail. I've got my broadsword ready.
Okay. Oh, well, that also furthers it that you'd have a broadsword in
You'd
there.
buy a
This
broadsword.
is a make
I would
or
have a
break.
spear. I'm Angus. Come on.
Is this secret room soundproofed?
I mean, if I'm hiding from murderers, then I might want to soundproof it.
Corwin, I think you're covering your tracks right now.
No, it's so he can blast 22 without
Blast
the murderers
22
knowing.
while I'm drinking my cocktails.
Right.
And if murderers are in my house, they can't find me.
Oh, and if it's soundproof and sounding real acoustic, you could podcast in there too.
I could podcast in the secret room,
I mean,
James.
you could also
Why
do
don't you want to
voiceover work.
podcast or voiceover with me in the secret room, James?
Yeah, let's do it, guys.
I mean, I haven't murdered you yet. It's fine.
Oh no, he's bringing me there to murder him. He's like, this is what I think of your insensitive portrayal of the Southern accent.
Do it.
Over there by the Schifferall corn.
What?
I got myself a mint julep over here. I just put up the Schifferall. I gotta get my slacks out of there. Corn. Go over there and make me a mint julep.
I mean, why are you? You
For
sound
some
like
sweet tea.
you sound like you're trying to do.
Schifferall.
You sound like you're trying to do Schmidt from New Girl doing a Southern accent. Is what you sound like.
Hey, Franklin, shut up.
Oh my God! All the listeners heard you.
Hold you responsible. for
Hold you
that
responsible for
cat.
telling Franklin to shut up.
I tell him to shut up all the time.
Oh
He's
my
very
God.
vocal.
He just has a lot of feelings.
He has a lot of feeling. You're ignoring him right now.
Yeah, because he knows we had to record.
All right. I'm going to rattle through some notes.
Oh, yeah, we're at 40 now, baby.
So, they were house hunting and they crashed a going away party. Amazing. That's a good note, I guess. Their dad's ashes. The dad's urn had fucking swords on it. Now talk about a murderer. Whose urn has swords on it?
I put this down that I would want to have an urn like that because even after I'm gone, I'm still commanding a room.
Oh, yeah. I want my kids fighting over my ashes during a home. Brilliant.
I want my ashes to go into a tree. And that way I can be a beautiful tree.
Nerd.
And then I'll fall on your house and break it.
I
James.
won't own a house.
I won't die.
Another murderer statement. That's like my manifesto. I'll be a
so
legend.
My favorite quote from the film was, "Death is part of the journey. Would you like a Xanax?"
Yes.
Ooh.
I also liked, we do the 3 R's, reduce, reuse, and recycle. Plus, I bring cloth bags to Trader Joe's.
I have something to say about cloth bags and bringing your own bags to places. Do any of you guys shop at Dollar Tree?
Occasionally.
I would like to know if any listeners here work at Dollar Tree. Is it company policy to not bag someone's bags if they brought their own bags? Because the line will be insanely long. One person on cash register, they're not even fucking touching my bag. I have to then bag it while they're then putting other people's stuff. But if you are buying their bags, plastic bags, they use it. It's baffling.
I don't know.
The Dollar Tree is a baffling place, I think, in general.
Yeah.
That's very fair.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
They're usually always understaffed. Like there's like one person in the store at a time. Like,
or there are like 3, but they don't want to open up another cash
right,
register.
which is fair.
I did love the moment when he dropped the shop vac on the lawn while he was carrying it full of money, and money went everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And then the detective was like, well, I'm pretty sure that the Buddha didn't start shedding dollars, so...
I did not like that because I have held a shop vac like that. It will fall. If it's not
I've held a shop vac like that and it has not fallen.
Oh, I'm saying if it's not a quality made one, it will fall.
They had $900,000 in their house. How could they know that the shop vac was not quality, James?
I don't know, but you hold it from
also,
the bottom.
whose house has a shop vac?
My dad has a shop vac.
No,
He might even have 2.
Oh my God. I didn't start using a shop vac until theater. Actually, in the Soundless Awe, because there was a pool on stage, they used a shop vac there. I didn't use a shop vac because I was house manager.
There was a pool on stage?
There was a pool on stage. Narvi spent the entire time in the pool. And it had oil and stuff in it. It was kind of gross.
Oh, you like skin oil or I mean like oil for people or like something you'd see a wrestler put in his hair and on his chest kind of oil or oil like for a car.
I'm not going to answer you.
Oh, fuck.
So,
why?
Yeah. Anyway, the pool was gross. Haha. So
like
yeah,
olive
they fell a
oil?
pool. It was a show about a ship being torpedoed and sailors being in the water after.
So you guys used
It was about the
real
USS
oil?
Indianapolis, the disaster. That's what In the Soundless Awe was about.
Couldn't you have used food coloring?
I mean, I don't know what they used.
Okay.
I just know that there was a pool on stage and then it was gross and that the water would get cold like 10 minutes into the show.
Hypothermia. That's why you pee-pee a
Basically.
little bit.
No,
Throughout the entire
there are
thing.
like 6 people in that pool. Do not pee
Then that's
in it.
better. 6
No.
people go pee-pee, and then it's real
James,
warm.
Then you have just pee. There's just pee.
Then if you're like, oh, wow, I'm all out of pee-pee, I'm getting cold again, drink some of the water,
Okay,
and then
so
pee-pee again.
James will never, ever, ever, ever have any artistic decisions
Or just like,
in
you know,
a theater
don't go
production.
swimming with James.
I'm not going swimming with James. He's trying to pee in the pool, y'all.
If I'm cold and we're almost dead, yeah, I'm going to warm up by pee-peeing a
Although
little.
how funny would it be if it's like on stage and the audience just watches this little pool get more and more yellow as the show goes on. That's good comedy.
Oh, that's gross. That's disgusting. Hated it. So I also wrote Lance Bass. Great.
Wild.
Lance Bass, baby. Franklin, stop meowing.
I also wrote, I
Oh, he's here.
enthusiastically refuse your bribe, which that part was a little weird. That actor looks familiar too.
I loved that scene, though, because we took courses on bribery.
I did not take courses on
Oh.
bribery
What?
at my old company.
Oh, because I know all of these rules that if you're an elected official for any government, you should not be taking cash or gifts of cash value of any kind from anyone.
Why does the urn have swords? I still don't know.
Because it's boss. Franklin Eleanor. It is boss. Get over here. Let me pet you.
I love the detective coming to question the gay couple and telling them that the Jake and Chloe got ran over twice and them being like, oh my God, do you know who did it? She's like, I came here to ask you that.
Listen, go for it.
I'm going to you guys keep talking about, I'm going to put Frank in Nicole's room.
The pictures of the dogs with the children in the Amber Alert, that was
hilarious.
comic.
The photos of guns being held up to the Labradoodles.
Oh my
That's so
God.
funny. That is hilarious.
I didn't even notice those
Oh my
until
God.
they
It was like
mentioned
the
it. And I was like, oh
ransom.
my God.
But you didn't see anyone. It was just like the dog sitting there and then like a gun to the side of the photo. So funny. So funny.
And the dog's just sitting there happy, staring like, hello.
I was like, whoever prop designed that one deserves an award.
Yes. Reward your prop designers. I do like that the Greyhound Rescue only had 4 Greyhounds. I don't know anything about charities, but
I don't know anything
Jeez.
about
He talked about having
greyhounds.
49% of the company. So I feel like it's a big old company. It's going to have a lot of greyhounds, but there were 4. Just 4.
But I guess that that makes it funny as to why they're like not making any money or doing
We're
with anything
selling
with that.
I'm selling the company so that I
Right.
can buy this house.
This non-for-profit.
This not-for-profit charity that I own 51% of. I don't know. I know there were definitely things that were talked about that I was like, I don't know anything about that.
Save the greyhounds.
Great. Save the greyhounds.
Did you comment on how there were only like 4 greyhounds?
Yes,
Okay.
I did. I talked exactly about that.
I'm back, guys.
And we talked about Secret Room in the House, which I...
He had to go pee in a
Like-
pool real quick, but he's back.
I wish.
Oh, Jake and Chloe. Jake said after he met the blonde one at first, he goes, "So you're good with your hands?" And just stared at him. Awkward silence for a good long while.
So
That's
in
why we
other
thought
words,
That's why we thought they were swingers.
This movie is gay.
This movie's gay.
Is it
It's
though?
also that. Yeah. So I mean, the main couple were a gay couple.
And sexy as hell.
Sexy as hell.
I'm all done with notes.
I think I'm done too. Yeah. Children
Oh.
Amber Alert.
It's crazy that there were 2 cast members of Ugly Betty on on this movie.
I have a what?
I have a what? I
Another
wanted
gay
you to
moment.
say it as well.
What?
The guy, a guy helping them move came in and they were like, "Oh, what's up?" And he was like, "I have a package I think you should look at."
It
And
was
more
like
just
gay porn.
Gay porn.
Gay porn.
That's
Which-
there were a couple gay porn moments.
I do want to give credit to this movie where a lot of the other, especially comedy gay movies that we watch, there's always someone either jokingly being or straight up being infidelite. What's the word?
Being a cuckold.
Yes,
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
yeah, but they're like, oh,
Huh.
that boy's sexy over there. That was the only moment, but it wasn't
you're
even.
you're talking about all of the movies we watched where it's like, "Oh, they're so hot, but I have a boyfriend, but I'm also gonna make out with them."
Yeah, things like that, where the only time we kind of see that, but it was just a joke of like, wait, what the fuck is going on? Was that package moment? Besides that,
I mean, they were both there, so it wasn't infidelity. They were
Oh,
both
no.
like sitting there, and he's like, "I've got a package you should look at,"
But
and they're both like, "What?"
I'm not saying like straight up the act of cheating. I'm also saying like,
Making
oh my,
jokes about it.
Yes,
yeah.
making that or just being like, oh my god, he's so hot.
The
What-
lust of
Making
it.
jokes about promiscuity.
Yes.
So that just reminded me, not the promiscuity, but that moment and talking about it. Michael Urie's character had such good. He just has such good moments just looking at things, like the porpoise stuff. When he was in that scene, he just gives a look and he's like, he just barely moves his face.
He had like that
At
one
all,
eye
but-
half shut and the other one like wide open.
Yeah.
And
And
he's
he's
just
like-
giving you like,
What?
yeah.
And then like he just like slightly shifts forward a little bit, and you're like, oh, he's like, what? It's great. Just the acting. I love it. The acting.
He is fantastic on Ugly Betty.
Did you have any notes that you wanted to talk about, Brandon?
I just have gotta love white people's take on Buddhism.
Oh my god. Are you talking about a
Just like the
Buddhist goes
whole
to a hot
movie.
dog stand?
Yeah.
I wanted to
Jesus.
be a Buddhist.
The movie
You
made you
can't.
want to be a Buddhist.
Well, now I just don't assign. I don't want any religion now.
Well, I mean, that's
Buddhist
your choice.
was my like before I became a teenager way to rebel against Christianity. Probably because I saw it on The Simpsons. Then I was like, oh no, Satanism.
You
That's
didn't-
cool as hell.
You didn't go for some reason. The main place that I was exposed to Buddhism was in public school, and it was through like history books. I'm like, what? Talking about Buddhism?
I mean,
Cool.
in high school, yeah, but before it was just good old Lisa Simpson.
Oh, I always saw those like, I don't know.
We talked
So
about
what?
I always saw those like, religion, the polytheistic religions with a lot of gods. I'm like, oh
Oh.
yeah, these are fucking cool.
I thought you meant I always saw Simpsons episodes and was like, nah,
No, I enjoy The Simpsons.
nice.
Who doesn't?
It's been on for years, y'all.
Isn't it
Years.
the longest running cartoon?
I feel like it started to get hotter in here, and we started to slow down a lot.
yeah, a little bit. It's warm.
Just like, whew, I'm I'm melting over here.
I also learned the important, valuable lesson that elephants are the second most spiritual creature in the world.
Wait, what's the first most? Humans?
I guess.
I
They never
guess.
said, but I think it was just the...
Well, I mean, elephants do. There are a few different animals that have like funerals and like things like that. But I think elephants were the ones that they also bury their dead.
Oh, yeah.
So I think there's like a story of them seeing like, someone laying down and they thought they were dead. So they started covering them in like leaves. Like, here you go. Bury him with leaves.
I puppeteer my dead, marionette style.
See, out of the three people in the room, the one most likely to be a murderer
Is me.
is Brandon, because he plays a
literally
murderer.
play a murderer in
But
Macbeth at the Edge Theater.
second most, the Edge off Broadway.
The Edge of Broadway.
He plays a murderer. Actually, can you just like read something in sort of the way that you do your character? Like, just
What do you want me to read?
I don't know, just anything.
I can get you
He's got something.
Oh,
because
God.
okay, so the thing about Brandon that I noticed right away in rehearsals and stuff is just the musicality he has in his voice when he's acting. And I mean in general, but specifically when he's doing this part that I'm like, I fucking love this and I want to hear more. Don't disappoint me. No pressure.
It'll dry out fast. Compared to the good old silicone lubes out there, Siliquid H2O won't last as long and probably won't get as slippery.
Yes.
I gave him and opened up to a random page of Oh Joy Sex Toys.
Joy Sex Toy by Erica Moen.
And that's called cold reading, people.
That's what we call cold reading in the biz.
That's cold reading for voiceover. Yeah, you have a beautiful musicality to what you do.
Thanks,
so
Marvin. I
it's
appreciate
beautiful.
that.
And you should come see Brandon do that in person.
And you should come see Corwin make Angus burgers on stage. He does.
Angus
It's a real thing.
burgers.
Yep.
Oh my god.
It's very real.
I took over the Instagram. I don't know if you saw it, James, but
I did not.
I took over Saltbox's Instagram. I think there's still a highlight of me doing the Angus burgers.
Oh, you put it in the highlights.
I put it in the
Love that.
highlights. So I think you can still watch it. But I do a tutorial on how to make smash burgers with your host, Angus.
What's
which
that?
is me.
What's that handle?
It's at Saltbox Theater.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure that's what the handle is. I would be very upset if it's not.
I think we're wrapping it up. What you guys
Yeah.
got to plug?
So, of course, Brandon should plug first. No, I'll go ahead and plug so that you can have an example of
No, do your
to
thing.
plug. I don't know. So, plugging our show with Brandon
For the 7th time tonight.
for the 7th time.
But just once more, in case you missed
more,
it. In case you skipped
missed
past that
it.
one.
Just
you had to
skipped it.
Go refill
Is-
your wine glass in the middle of the podcast.
Oh,
I hate it when that happens.
Why do you have a glass? Just drink from the bottle,
Just drink from the
y'all.
bottle like Mama used to do.
Oh, mama. Where?
It's hard being so funny, so goddamn funny. I just wanted to
Just
be a
can't-
pretty fool.
I can't. You are a pretty fool.
Just a pretty fool.
Can't get out of this bit.
Oh,
So-
yeah, I'll get in this bit too with you. I
Oh, God.
just climbed out of the shiffer.
Okay, so come see us perform the tragedy Macbeth.
Perfect. I can do that.
Macbeth. It's not a comedy, so you don't get the comedic stylings of Brandon, James, and Corwin, but you do get to see Corwin and Brandon be very intense. Brandon's a murderer, and I'm a lord. So that happens.
Does that mean we gotta worship you?
Yes. It's going on until August 4th in Chicago at the Edge Theater off Broadway. You can get tickets at www.saltboxtheater.org. All of that information is going to be in the links and all of that. Also, follow me on Twitter and Instagram and all the fun stuff at Corwinning. It's my name, Corwinning.
Core winning.
Duh. And yeah, follow also Sawbucks Theater Collective, my theater company that I'm in. So do that. Thanks. And Brandon, do you have any plugs?
Yeah. So the Imposters Theater is a big theater company that I am involved with. I've done a couple shows with, and I'm hoping to continue working with them next season. But they have a fundraiser going on the night of next Saturday. What is that? July
27th.
July 27th. At the Edge Theater.
Yes.
It's actually happening at the same time as our show. But they're going to have like raffles and they have like live music playing. And they are a really cool company that does horror theater in Chicago. And I don't think we have enough of that. So go check them out.
Horror
If you have some
theater.
extra money you want to throw at them, or if you just want to hang out and do some silent auction stuff, you should go. And then I think that's my only thing I have to plug besides Macbeth. Waiting to hear back on auditions. Come on, Chicago Theater Company.
Or if you want to like talk about your social media or anything like that, go ahead.
Yeah, my Instagram is pretty good, I'd say. So you can follow me at Brandon C. Nelson. That's BrandonCNelson. Yeah, that's my shtick. Thank you for having me, guys.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you
It was
for
a good
being
time.
being
Yeah,
here.
loved it. Love a gay movie.
Nice.
Yes.
Hey guys, would you like to hear me 4 other times during the week? I know you would. You got to check out all my other podcasts such as This Movie's Gay, Mostly, Speakin' Sentai, What the Hellmouth, I'll Get There, and Whoa, Hit It and Crit It. All of these can be found wherever you're listening to this podcast or by going to mlmpod.com. Also, if you'd like to listen to my rap music, Marshland Monster, you can find me on SoundCloud, YouTube, whatever. But you can download all my music for free, $0. You don't even need to sign up for anything at mlmpod.com as well. And donate. We're trying to get an area rug for the recording space to dampen on this little... You hear that? You might. People sometimes say, I don't hear it, James, but I have a producer's ear. That's all I have to plug, I think.
All right. And we also, do you recommend this movie, Brandon?
Yeah, I think
James.
it's fun.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, it's fine. I just like had a lot of feelings. It's fine. No, that's
I'm sorry. Your feelings are valid.
I wished I was high during it, but besides that, yeah,
Well, you could have
we're
been.
good to go.
But it's
No,
fine.
I didn't know what we were watching.
I'm high on life, guys.
I also recommend the movie. And yeah, those are our plugs. Also follow us on Twitter at This Movie's Gay. Thank you. Bye.
It started off sexy, but then got sad buys.
Story of my life. Story of my life.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
This has been a Marshland Media production, produced by James McCullum. For more content, please visit mlmpod.com. To support our network and have access to exclusive podcasts, head over to patreon.com/MLMpod and sign up today.